Edo Governor Godwin Obaseki don yarn investors and businessmen to chook eye wella on top production for our local market, as that na the only way out for our food supply and exchange rate for Naija to stand wella. Oga Obaseki tok dis one wen e carry waka go do check for Dufin Farm, ethanol factory among others for Ovia North East local government area of Edo State. Obaseki con tok say e administration go work with investors and go ginger farmers wey dey do cassava farm so that dem go expand their production and plant different things for industrial use. E con still tok say Naija foreign exchange no dey as before again sake of say dem dey import food before, but the resources to do dem no dey again, and say even if we still import, the price go too high, and that na why we need to dey produce for our local market, as na im be the only way out.
One of the things we have decided to do, government working with the investors, is to see how to encourage those people who are already in farming cassava on how to expand their production. So if you were cropping 5 hectares of land before, and we're only producing the variety that you use in making gari, we now encourage you to expand to 10 or 15 and plant variety for industrial use, because there will be a buyer waiting to take up whatever you produce. But what is even interesting for me, which I found out today, is that the byproducts, you see, after they peeled the cassava and processed and gotten their flour, those byproducts you see, the peels and all of that, are not wasted. There's no waste. They're used as feedstock for other industries like the piggery industry. And I hear that it's very, those byproducts are in very, very high demand. So it's a chain, it's like a cycle, where we are now beginning to produce food for ourselves. It's just the beginning, but it's a very important and significant beginning. Because as we all know today in Nigeria, we don't have the foreign exchange we used to have before. So all these materials, all this food we used to import, we don't have the resources to import as we did. And even if we did, the price will be too high for us. So the way out is what you are seeing here today, producing for the domestic market. That's the only way we can stabilize food supply. That's the only way we can stabilize our foreign exchange and foreign exchange rates in this country.
Obaseki con still tok say Dufin Premium Food Limited get land from Edo State government to farm oil palm, and say dem don start their oil palm business since 2019, and say since dem start, dem don see the need to enter cassava farming. E con still tok say
once they started with their oil palm investments, they then saw the need to diversify into cassava because of the availability of cassava in the area. And as you can see here today, they have invested in excess of 25 billion naira in different investments, either in the farms or in the factory to process cassava. So we're here to see how far they've gone, see what they've done, see what challenges they have, and how we collectively, as government, as ESOP investors, can work with each other to reduce the risks and encourage more investments. The state is already benefiting from these investments, because as you can see, here is a factory that has been built in the last 3 or 4 years that is producing quality cassava flour and other byproducts for the poultry industry. So from the agri standpoint, from the food sufficiency standpoint, we are benefiting from what is being produced, from food that is being produced. Beyond that, we are, as a state, we've received quite substantial investments. So if you just imagine that only one of the investors has invested this amount, it shows you how much has come into the economy of Edo State, and explains why you see a lot of economic activities going on. This is direct investments from them. So you can imagine the indirect investment, the multiplier effects, the people who are supplying them other goods and services. Thirdly, jobs. Here alone, directly, from the farms, the factory, they employ over 1,500 people. This is direct employment. This does not include transporters who bring in products, materials for them and take away materials. Does not include other farmers in the neighborhood who produce and supply them. So you can imagine for every one job they create directly, there must be at least 4 or 5 other jobs that go with this investment. So they are helping us reduce the challenge of unemployment. Then just the benefit of bringing in, more people into the area. I'm sure when you people drove in here, you could not have imagined that a facility like this could exist in the middle of nowhere. They're helping us develop the state, open up the space, expand the state, create more opportunities. And lastly, they signal what is possible and what could happen. So it's Dufil today, it's flour mill tomorrow, which means that other people in that business, other people in the food business now know that Edo is one place you can come and invest and make a lot of returns and grow your business. So I believe those benefits are very clear to everybody, and that even our critics now understand why MOUs matter.
CEO Agro Allied Resources and Processing Nigeria Limited, subsidiary of Dufin Premier Food Limited, Mudhakan Kitan and Chemo Edo State Oil Plant Program ESOP Rashid Sarumi contact say opportunity day for cassava as 4 of ESOP investors now the biggest users of cassava for Nigeria.
We are proud to say that we have very much benefited from His Excellency and his program and the arrangement which he and his team has given it to us throughout our journey from 2019 till date. We have around 17 communities in our vicinity, so we are getting good support from them. So far we have employed almost 40% of community people in our farm, and as His Excellency mentioned, direct employment is around 1500 people. Out of that, around 600 people are working from the community direct employment. Plus we give them certain jobs contract to build our housing, to do road clearing work, so that they support to us and we get good support from them. At the same time, with the ESOP program, we have signed FPIC agreement with them, because of which we have done certain CSR like road grading program, solar installation program, and in the long run we will give borehole and educational scholarship to them.
As an in-situ cassava farm, right? So the impact on food production is not supposed to be a lot. And the other companies too that are involved in commercial cassava processing also have in-situ farms, okay? But more importantly, we have seen today that an opportunity also exists, just like we have in oil palm for cassava. Already 4, I even made an error there, 4 of the ESOP investors, we have 8, actually are the biggest users of cassava in Nigeria. 3 of them are domiciled in Edo State. Of course, one of them you've seen today. I also know you have followed, you were at Green Hills, where they make ethanol. So we are now going to collaborate with the government more to be able to create a program, now more importantly around the small farmers, so that it can benefit them and there can be consistent supply for them and also for food. Yeah, that's clear. Edo State as a business destination, it's all, you tell the governor something and he understands quickly. And you could see Dufil speak to this. That no, there have been challenges. We face challenges every day, but the method and manner in which those challenges are overcome gives us the confidence to continue to invest. I knew His Excellency spoke about 25 billion, but this 25 billion, please, is for this alone. That's small. The oil palm is in excess of 50 billion naira already invested. I did a back of the envelope calculation at $8,000 per hectare. For 6,500, I'll leave you to work the math.
Make una not forget say, as we see am, now so we dey talk am. We know they take blame. From Ovia Northeast Local Government Area of Edo State, Ekata Ojesele, TMC TV News.